Yo, what's going on, y'all? I want to thank you if you're tuning in, if you're listening. I'm your host, Paco, and you're listening to Occupy the Media. And I just want to say I appreciate it if you're tuning in. Today is, Thursday, May the 10th, I believe. I'm going to double check that for you guys real quick. I am literally just waking up. I don't know what happened this morning. My alarm didn't go off. So I'm literally wiping crust out my eyes. Just got up about 10 minutes ago. But luckily, I try to prepare every night before I get on. So luckily, I got a lot of my stuff saved. Whew, so we're going to try to do this, y'all. Okay, so what we got going on today, we're going to touch up on some headlines and some clips. If you didn't catch Ron Paul on Cavuto, Ron Paul on CNN, we're going to jump into that. What else here? What else we got going on later on in the show? PAC to run ads for Thomas Macy. There's a new ad out for Ron Paul candidate Thomas Macy. What else is going on? There's a GOP convention bill. I think this is from Maine. The GOP actually owes money because the convention went on for too long. Okay, we'll talk about that. What else? This is at Policy Mike. Mitt Romney won the popular vote Tuesday, but Ron Paul will control more delegates in November. What else? Oh, this is crazy. At Washington Examiner, is the RNC polling Michigan convention delegates? Yes, they are calling people to ask them, who are you going to vote for at the convention? So we'll jump into that a little later. Oh, if you guys didn't hear about this, Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke sits down and has breakfast with Ron Paul before their little hearing. So we'll get into that. What else? This is announced on Ron Paul 2012. Youth for Ron Paul member total exceeds 110,000 lifelong small government activists. And let's see here. What else do we got going on? Mitt Romney wins popular vote in North Carolina, but Ron Paul will win the delegates. That's at Policy Mike. Oh, actually, I already said that one. Okay, let's see. What else is going on? There was also a new reality check out from Ben Swan, phony Tea Party candidates. We might jump into that later. If you guys missed it, yesterday Doug Weed did a live stream video. I didn't get to catch all of it, but I caught most of it or some of it. There's also a video on YouTube. Didn't say too much, so I don't know if I want to play it. But the point of the matter is that he's trying to let people know that we need to speak out. We need to be blogging, talking, radio shows, everything we can about the convention and about us winning fairly. Because he's saying that the media is now jumping on board of this idea that we're stealing them. And he I guess the campaign thinks they're going to keep trying to do that. And we need to change the tide. So that way they don't try to challenge and go against these results. And if you were listening yesterday, I actually called Charlie Webster. That's his name, right? The chairman for Maine. But I don't know if we called too late or what. We got the answer machine, so we might have to try and give him a call this morning instead. See if he's there. I want to ask him about Maine. I want to say, look, are they challenging the results? Are you going to make sure that they're fine? You were there. You know that there was no shenanigans going on. We have it on live. We had it on live stream, watching live while it was happening. We got people posting videos. We have proof of fraud from the Romney people. So, I want to ask him that. What else we got going on? Destroyed videos showed U.S. torture victim vomiting and screaming. That's America for you. What else? A new poll out. U.S. opposition to Afghan war hits a new high. That's why we get more and more Ron Paul supporters, because it just proves that he's more and more correct about these wars. What else? U.S. admits killing innocent Afghan family in airstrike. Police admit to drugging Occupy Wall Street protesters. Suspend program. What else? University told to prepare for evacuees during NATO summit. This is crazy. And then we also got U.S. military conducts realistic urban training exercise in Miami. That's right, military operations being flown, being done over Miami, just like they were doing it out here in Los Angeles. I got that on my YouTube page, flying around on helicopters with no doors and stuff, feet hanging out like this is Iraq or something, like they about to just be shooting from the sky or something, landing on banks and stuff, landing at the top of these buildings. It's amazing what goes on, when we don't really be paying attention. especially on New Year's Eve when everybody's partying, and Obama signs NDAA. But anyways, okay, before we head to the break, let's go ahead and jump into one of these interviews in case you missed it. Maybe I'll give my little 2 cents on it. Let's see, which one I want to play first here. Let's go ahead and play the shorter one. Actually, they're both the same. Okay, so we're going to go jump into the CNN one first. All right, this is Ron Paul, CNN yesterday.
We haven't heard much from Ron Paul, at least not on TV, but he's still very much in the race for president. The media spotlight has dimmed because Mitt Romney has the race pretty much sewn up, but do not count Ron
That's a lie.
Paul out or his supporters because we hear they have a plan to make Republicans pay attention. We've even heard rumors if they don't, Paul supporters will disrupt the Republican convention.
Now, how do we disrupt something that we're a part of? That makes no sense. We're going to disrupt the convention when we're Republicans, too. And it looks like we're going to be the majority there. What are we disrupting? No, Mitt Romney is disrupting us.
Let's ask a man who would know. Congressman Paul is in Washington. Welcome, Congressman.
Thank you.
Santorum, Gingrich, Bachmann, Huntsman, Perry, Kaine, they've all dropped out. Why haven't you?
Because he hasn't dropped out yet. Stop asking these stupid questions, man. This is what the media continuously do. Every time they interview him, it's the same questions. Would you endorse Mitt Romney? Are you going to run as a third party? Why haven't you endorsed Mitt Romney? It's like the whole interview is about Mitt Romney and about Ron Paul getting out the race and about helping them create this perception that he has no chance.
Well, it certainly isn't for the reason of disrupting a convention, as you were alluding to. That is not in my plan. That is against my plan, so I don't like that even being a suggestion. I'm in it for very precise reasons, to maximize our efforts, to get as many delegates as we can. I'm still a candidate. And to promote something that is very, very important. That is a change in the direction for the Republican Party, to be a fiscal conservative Republican Party, to not be a party that supports endless wars, and a party that would look into the monetary system so that we can understand the business cycle. So we have very precise goals, and we are being quite successful in accumulating more and more votes and delegates. Quite frankly, I think the reports early on that we weren't winning anything, it turns out that we actually did win some of these states, like in Maine and Minnesota and these other places. We're doing quite well.
Right.
But anyway,
right, I want to
we
ask
have a
you
precise
about
purpose.
that. I want to ask you about that, Congressman. Your supporters do seem to be taking a page from evangelical Christian activists in the 90s. They're taking control of state conventions to win you enough delegates to get your name placed formally in nomination. I mean, is the goal to get you a primetime speaking role at the Republican convention?
No, the goal is to win. I swear I want to slap these people, man. The goal is to win. You know, I was dead tired, man, until I watched this interview again. And I realized this is why my show is called Occupy the Media. If you can't tell, the media drives me crazy, man. I'm always screaming at my TV. Sometimes I feel like throwing my glass at the TV. What do you mean? What is it that he's trying to do? The point of running in a race is to win. How can you say, yeah, this guy's in the race, but he's not in it to win? He's in it for another purpose. Yeah, everybody else dropped out, but he hasn't. Yeah, everybody else can't draw crowds like he can. I mean, this is so ridiculous. We in it to win it and deal with it.
Is that why they're working so hard?
Well, being nominated is one thing, and you get to give a speech, but that is different than just the leadership conceding sometime and giving you a speech. One is monitored and one is not. So just to give a speech for the sake of giving a speech and have it edited doesn't have much appeal to me.
Yeah, they're going to try to edit his speech. Anyway, another thing is, man, Ron Paul gives speeches everywhere all over the country almost every other day. What's the speech to him? Especially to the Republican Party or to the establishment? It's nothing. Why don't you guys record or be live at some of these speeches in these colleges and see for yourself? Anyways, I'm your host. We'll finish the interview when I get back. I'm Paco. You're listening to Occupy the Media.